Welcome to another video. Walk on the wild side, and I am here in a pretty cold Blackpool today. I've had to buy myself a new hoodie because it's that cold. You might need sunglasses to look at me because it's really bright. Check it out, I got it in Blackpool colours. Tangerine, my new winter hoodie. Yeah, so like I say, it's absolutely freezing in Blackpool today. Anyway, just behind me is the Holiday Inn hotel, and it's also got a very swanky restaurant attached to it. It's called Marco's Restaurant. Yeah, Marco Pierre White, New York. I've been in because I stayed at this hotel and I went in that restaurant, and it's very swanky. Yeah, it's the only time I've ever been in, but apparently it's closing and it's going to be taken over by Platform 9, which is the hotel's own restaurant. So was Marco's New York Italian too posh for Blackpool? So this is where I am, Bickerstaffe Square, named after Sir John Bickerstaffe, of course, who ex-mayor of Blackpool, and was largely responsible for getting the Blackpool Tower built. And it's all changed around here in the last 10 years. The Talbot Gateway, the new council offices. We've got the Railside Brew House there. I've not been in there yet. I'll have to get myself in, won't I? The old bus station over there, which they turned into a gym. Kept the car park though, multi-storey. And yeah, so just here we've got the Holiday Inn. I'll put a link to the video at the end of this one if you want to see my stay at the Holiday Inn. And also I went to Marco's. There it is there, that's the entrance there. Marco's, New York Italian, yeah. Was it too posh for Blackpool? Well, it's just after midday in Blackpool and it's waking up. I bet you didn't know that the Holiday Inn brand is owned by IHG International, and their history dates back to 1777, the Bass Brewery in Burton-on-Trent. Yeah, you learn something every day on my channel, don't you? Yeah, their history is in beer. Yes, IHG International Hotels. Yeah, I'll put a link in the description if you want to find out a bit more about that. But anyway, yeah, Marco's. They said when it opened here, they had a big fanfare about it, and I stayed there as well. I stayed there in May. But a lot of people were saying, oh, you know what, is it too posh for Blackpool, you know? And maybe it has proven to be, but it could just be to do with the location, because there are some quite fancy restaurants here in Blackpool, but maybe it's location. I don't know. Let me know. Did you go to Marco's? Let me know what you think. So here's a little look at the menu and the prices of Marco's. I'll tell you who comes in here quite a bit, or who has been in here. Spiceheads, the lad on this scoot, yeah? Spiceheads. Tell you what, it's absolutely manic here with the traffic. No wonder they had to put these bollards in here on this roundabout, just outside the entrance to Marco's there. There's the sign there. Well, it looks like they'll be replacing that sign with Platform 9, because that's the name of the hotel's existing restaurant. Yeah, so there you go. Marco's is no more. Well, no, they might open somewhere else in Blackpool. I don't know. You never know. But anyway, I tell you what I want to do. I want to head over that way because I want to go and check out that building and see what they're doing with those. I did a video the other day. There was a new building that had some pieces that were falling off it. They only finished building it last year, and there's bits falling off it already. So I thought we'd go and have a check on that. So I'm just bringing you a bit of an update on what's going on. You might notice over there that they've knocked that whole block down. On the corner there, they've got rid of that corner shop. There was a shop on the corner, wasn't there? So all that's gone now, and they're going to be building a multiversity university. Like a fancy name for a university, really, isn't it? But yeah, it's a massive development going on around here, and this building was part of it as well, the Talbot Gateway. But unfortunately, they've had a bit of a problem with this metal or aluminium cladding. One of the pieces came off the other day, and as you can see at the moment, they're taking they're taking all these strips off, and I think someone said on Facebook that they're just going to take them off and not bother with them. Don't believe everything you read on Facebook though. That's the thing with these modern buildings, isn't it? A lot of people were saying on that video the other day when I showed it, they said they don't build them like they used to, do they? No, they certainly don't. Not like this building here, look. That was the old pub, that. The Hop In, yeah. Now that is architecture, yeah? There you go. Anyway, the sun is really, really bright at the moment. What do you reckon? It's really, really bright, this hoodie, isn't it? But it's nice and warm for the winter. So, yeah, so there you go. It does look like they're taking them all off, and yeah, just do without them. What do you reckon? I thought I'd give you a little nosy in here. We've still got a few houses there, a row of houses. Those are the last houses to be purchased, by the way, that block there, yeah. And on this corner there was a Premier Inn, and there was also an old jeweller's as well, Clayton's, and an African superstore on the other corner. But now, look at it, it's all just a pile of rubble now. Wow. They'll be getting rid of that block down there next as well. It'll soon all be gone, won't it? Revolution against the billionaires. Join the communists. Controversial. Anyway, I hope what's in that bag is not what I think it is, because that's it's a dog poo bag, that, isn't it? You know, that does my head in, that. These dog poo bags, you know, when people pick up, you know, you see them pick up the dog poo, which is fair enough, but then they just go and dump it somewhere, don't they? Wherever they can, like in someone's garden, or maybe on someone's hedge or something like that. That does my head in, that does. Yeah, so Blackpool is looking reasonably busy now. There's a few people coming in from North Station. There's nothing major on this weekend as far as I know, but we do have some quite big events coming up. We've got the Pigeon Show coming up, that's massive. There's a look at North Station there, and just over there is another new build, and that's for the MOD. Well, let's hope that when they finish that, they don't have bits falling off that. So I'm now at the top of Queen Street, and we've got some quite fancy apartments here on the corner. Luxury station apartments. Queen Street, yeah, they look quite fancy these, don't they? What do you reckon? Mind you, I don't reckon much to next door. What do you think? A little bit scabby. I've mentioned this before on the channel as well, but the council, in their wisdom, decided to have a load of planters put down here and ivy put in them. Yeah, it is ivy, yep. Where they could have dug a channel for them. I just think that this is a bad idea. I think it's all going to dry out. What do you reckon? I just don't think that this is going to work, you know. Plus some of them are getting damaged. Look, that one's been damaged already, look. I don't know what's happened to that, but yeah, I just can't see this working. Oh, look at that sunshine over there. Can you see Blackpool Tower? Wow. Oof, it's not warm though. Yeah, I'm not really sure why they decided to put these here in the first place, because there is a fence there. This is looking over the North Station tram stop. So yeah, it just seems a bit like one of those crackpot council ideas, doesn't it, really? Anyway, we'll keep an eye on it. I might be proved wrong. I'll tell you what, that sun is absolutely piercing, but like I say, it is not warm at all here in Blackpool. I think we had figures into the minus last night, but -1, there was frost on the windows this morning. So yeah, it's a cold one here in Blackpool, and Marco's is moving out. of the Holiday Inn. Let me know what you think about that, and let me know if you went. Was it too posh for Blackpool? I don't think it was too posh for Blackpool. I think it was more to do with the location, but I might be wrong. What do I know? A little bit too fancy for me. I'm more of a Wetherspoons connoisseur myself. I don't really go for fancy stuff like that. But anyway, there you go. That's it for this video. I hope you like it. If you like the video, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I'll see you again on the next one.